That scared me.
You're
That
awake.
scared me.
Welcome back. We're here. We're recording. We just made it past Thanksgiving.
Woo.
So that was very nice, very yummy food, very fun people to hang out with and chill out with family.
Yeah.
What was your favorite thing?
This weekend?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. We were like incredibly busy.
We were busy.
What was my favorite thing this weekend? I think I liked playing games on Thanksgiving. That was really fun.
Yeah.
Playing games together as a family on Christmas, family Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
That was really good.
Yeah.
I think we just like gathered and played games like the whole weekend. I liked that.
Yeah.
That was fun.
It was pretty fun.
Mm-hmm. Sure was.
Sure was.
Sure was. So, what about you? Your fave?
Talking with people.
Yeah,
Talking with people was good.
just chit-chatting.
Got to talk to a lot of people I haven't seen in probably a year.
Yeah.
So that was nice. Nice to hang out with them, see what's going on in their life.
Yeah, you did have like a long conversation with Steve.
Yeah, I did.
Playing his dad.
Mm-hmm.
A long conversation with Michael the next day.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I got to play some disc golf.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it was a fun weekend. Very, very busy. Did not get
So busy.
the things. I got things accomplished, but not necessarily everything that I wanted to. So
Yeah.
still
Busy.
working to get that done. So
Yeah.
just busy, busy, busy.
We decorated for Christmas.
I don't think they can tell.
Oh. I was like, how? I'm looking out at the lights out there. I can't see them. They're right here.
You're right. You know, they can't see
Right
those
here.
out there. That's funny.
That's fine. But yeah.
So tell me, you say you have
Oh,
you
hold
have
on.
a question.
Hold on.
Wow,
Here's my
really?
question for you. Do you think fish get thirsty?
Maybe for air. So it's opposite.
But they
We
have
don't.
air as they breathe. They like suck the water in and they breathe through it.
Some do.
So maybe they're.
Some have blowholes. Yeah.
I don't know if like if you're in the ocean, it's seawater.
Yeah.
Do they filter out the salt as well? How are they not like cured? Like how is it not just like a bunch of bonito just hanging out like little salted fish flakes?
It kind of is. Have you ever bit a fish?
I don't know like how they're not. I'm sure it's a lot more salt when you salt cure something, but I just imagine.
It is.
Right, but here's the thing. If you bite into like what's a fish in the ocean? Oh my gosh.
Salmon.
Like a halibut.
Okay.
Or like a salmon, right? Like they're not salty, but they are technically like brining all the time.
Yeah.
They should be like tendy and delish and all.
they are.
Well, they are, but like they're not salty. You still have to add salt. Like I would think that they would be like
Well,
a little bit salty
I mean,
because they're brining.
you don't have any knowledge of like people or whatever, but there are some fish that taste like the water that they came from.
Yeah, lake fish.
Lake fish do. Catfish definitely
Catfish tastes like
can taste like mud.
yeah, a little bit like it was just
But there must be something
Brining in
within
mud.
the DNA or in the chemical or in the makeup of the fish that doesn't allow the salt to permeate the meat. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So do they get thirsty? I don't know if thirst would come into it because I don't know that they actually drink. Right? So Thirst is
Maybe they get their
natural
liquid from
a natural consequence from not drinking, right? And I don't know their bodies well enough to know that if they have to intake water or not, or what their body makeup is. You know what I mean? I know they have a swim bladder
They may
to
just
like
get
go
whatever
up and
liquid
down,
they
but
need from like worms or smaller fish or like just from the blood and guts that have liquid in them.
or they just open their mouth.
If it's salt water, it would make them more thirsty.
Only if they have our same chemical makeup.
Oh, yeah,
If they
what you're
have a
saying.
different
Maybe they have a
chemical,
desalinization plant inside their bodies.
or they don't need it and their body just processes it.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I don't believe in evolution, but if I were, I would say probably that's where the spleen is for. It's our desalinization organ. That would make sense. It's for nothing. We don't know what we need it for. Maybe if it was a real thing, that's what it was for.
we know
But
we
it's
need
not.
it not to rupture. That's what we know.
Yeah. But if it does, you can live without it.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't
You
go
can
all
also
gooey
live
inside
without
your
a kidney
insides.
too, or an eyeball, or
That's
even
true.
both eyeballs. Like you
I
can
mean,
live
live.
without certain things.
Yeah. Do you
You
think
can live without teeth. It would
Yeah.
suck, but you could do it.
that's all you would do? Would be sucking on your food.
No, you could gum it.
Gumby.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think if fish could talk, they would be nice? I assume it would be like Mr. Limpet, the guy who turns into a fish, and he would be like kind.
What weird story from what memory do you have from this? I have no idea what you're talking
Mr.
about.
Limpet? He's the guy.
He
He's
doesn't
the
limp?
no. He's the guy. Don.
We are gay apparel. Fra, ra, 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 ra.
No, okay. All I can think of is Don Locker, a guy at our church, but that's not it. Don Knox, Knots, Don Knox,
Don
he was-
Knotts is what's his face from? Oh, you know the show, Andy Griffith Show.
I think so, yeah. And he has like he's really thin and he's got like a little wrinkly face, but he's not wrinkly. He just like kind of bulldoggy. He's got extra skin, but it's not like hangy.
Yeah,
You know?
he's got resting basset hound face.
Oh, so cute.
Yes,
Don Knotts,
What?
you think?
Barney Fife. It's nuts. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
That's what I told you.
Look at him, everybody. Can you see that?
They see it.
You can see it.
See it enough.
I'm gonna find Mr. Limpet. Mr. Limpet. The incredible Mr. Limpet.
It is a cartoon.
No, it's real.
It's a cartoon.
It's a real, but then he turns into a fish. Okay, that's really fuzzy. Look, here's some makeup. Oh, it helped for real.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So he's a real guy, and then he
Turns into a cartoon.
he becomes a fish.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, so I imagine all fish are him, and they're sometimes confused, and sometimes they're just really nice, just trying to get to know people.
Maybe
you know?
they're all just looking for Nemo.
That's not real. Obviously, they're not.
Obviously, that one's not real. But Mr. Limpet, totally real.
No, I'm not saying Mr. Limpet's real. I'm saying like fish may have. I imagine that all fish have personalities like Mr.
They may have
Limpet.
been people in different lives.
No, they're just if they were to talk, they were nice.
Then
Is it
what
like
would
high
you
school
then
years?
what would you say about the whales that are attacking yachts?
Honestly, in my head, it's like
Do you think
watching.
they'd be nice?
Stop it. Listen. In my head, it's a child playing with bathtub toys. Not trying to be mean. There's like, oh my gosh, look, I can splash. Whoosh. Look at the waves I made. Look at my toy. Just blah, 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 blah. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You know, if
And
you had a
that
Lego
nothing
man
to do with
full
the
of...
fact that a boat hit a whale. Whales got mad and said, "Oh, we can actually like
affect
mangle these things.
Here's the thing. I don't know if they're doing that. What if it's like two siblings and one like pushes a boat into the other one and they're like, stop it. And they push it away and the whales are having a fight because they're like, stop pushing things into me, mom. And then it like pushes it away.
Except for it's like unprovoked.
You don't know. I mean,
There's videos.
of what?
The whales attacking the boats.
But did the boat hit them on purposely?
Well, I don't think so.
Right, so maybe it wasn't like angry. It was just like, stop hitting me. And like, I was like, stop.
No. It happened. One got injured, and then now subsequently there are whales attacking boats.
Oh, they're like on the celly. Like, I just found out that sometimes boats hurt. So push them out of the way when you see them.
Yeah.
I mean, how far can their sonar go? Far?
Well, I don't know, but they're constantly swimming. It's not like,
Are.
I mean, if you, this is not a whale, but if you look at the Pacific Northwest salmon
Mm-hmm.
in their lifespan, 2 years, they go from Washington
Mm-hmm.
out into the Pacific, out and around, down by Japan, over, down by California, up and back, up into the Pacific, into the rivers to spawn.
That's why they're delicious.
That is why they're delicious. They get
But
some
still
of
not
that
salty.
Japanese influence on them.
Mm-hmm. Maybe the Japanese should drop a little soy sauce into our ocean so the fish come back seasoned.
Seasoned.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't be seasoned from the fish soup they've been swimming in for 2 years.
I don't know. Apparently not. It's a nice little gazpacho they're hanging out in, and they don't taste like it.
I'm just saying that the ocean is just fish soup.
It is fish soup.
It's got foliage, salt, liquid, protein.
Just
Just a big old gumbo.
yeah. I mean, in our soup, we have bodies floating around of other things. They've got bodies floating around of other things.
Right?
You know, I get it, but they don't taste like soup. I know they don't taste like soup. So, anywho, I just imagine that they're all nice like Mr. Limpet, and maybe those whales are having maybe they're lady whales and it's their time of the month and they just
They're
don't.
having Shark Week.
Yeah, they're having Shark Week and they just they just don't want to be bothered right now.
They couldn't find the chocolate.
No. So they were like, I need to be left alone right now. Thank you.
Yeah. I don't think that they were like not leaving them alone.
Well, sometimes when somebody's just in your space, you need them to not be in like your air zone.
What are you trying to say to me?
Nothing. I like you. And my,
Most of the time?
yeah, but for sometimes. Yeah, but just like those whales, maybe they just needed like a little bit of time alone. They're like, just please stop coming to take pictures of me. I am not your sideshow. I just want a friend. Mom. You don't know. Maybe she was having a bad day.
Huh.
What do you think would be okay? So, if fish could talk, obviously other things talk too. What then would be like the nicest animal, do you think?
The nicest animal?
Yeah, do you think?
Domesticated dogs. Only because most of them are like, I just want you to want me.
I want you to want me. Yeah.
And probably the most nasty ones would probably be cats.
I imagine
They'd be
kangaroos.
feisty.
Because they're just giant boxers.
They are. But do you think they're just feisty? But yet, see,
No,
here's
maybe
the
they're just,
difference.
like-
Here's the
they're
difference.
like GTL of the animal
just
world.
listen to me. Listen,
Jersey
Linda.
boys. Okay.
Listen.
I'm listening.
So, kangaroos
Yeah.
would be fine just staying off on their own, hopping around with their little Joey in their pockets,
Yeah.
right? Not even needing humans around,
Sure.
right? But domesticated cats, on the other hand,
I think they would be fine.
But
They would
listen-
eat anything else. Okay, I'm sorry. Continue.
anyway, they would be the type of person that would be very, very feisty, but then also want you to be around them after they just acted like a turd. Like, no, I don't want you around me. No, don't look at me. Don't touch me. Oh, hey, what you doing?
Yeah, but a cat will definitely like eat you in 3 days if you're dead. They don't waste any time. Oh, I think we talked about this last time. Ooh, let's not talk about that again.
I think you have so many thoughts in your head. You think we talk about a lot of things.
No, well, you talked about a dog that was like that stayed alive and like stayed next to his owner.
That wasn't last time. I don't ever remember having that conversation.
Can't have that conversation with somebody.
Maybe it was many moons ago.
Okay, so you just think that domesticated animals are the nicest and meanest.
I think they would be. Because the other ones don't have to be around people.
Okay, well, I've heard koalas are cute but mean.
Yeah.
I would imagine a panda would be like
Raccoons are
so
pretty ferocious
chill.
too. Pandas?
Yeah, they just look like they would be so chill.
Essentially an Asian black bear. That doesn't say chill to me.
Really does.
Does it?
Yeah, I mean, look at them. They don't look like they're out to like hurt people.
Have you seen Cocaine Bear?
Don't they eat? That's not a panda.
It's essentially it's a different kind of bear.
No, I don't think so.
I think so. But
You know, the red panda is like a fox, not an actual like panda bear. I think maybe panda just means like two colored in like splots, like calico for other animals. I don't know.
interesting.
I don't know.
Either way, I don't think there would be very many large animals that would be very fond of anybody. Just because they already have the demeanor of, like, don't mess with me.
You don't think a zebra would be like cool? Let's chill.
No. I think they're the donkey of Africa.
Yeah, donkeys are like sup.
And stubborn.
Okay, but like they're still nice.
Are they?
Yeah, they'd be like, no, I don't want to do that, but like we could sit and hang.
Maybe.
I don't want to help you move, but like I'd love to have a pizza with you. That's that kind of friend. I think they'd be
Are
nice.
you sure?
Yeah, I just don't think they would want to help you move.
Huh.
Whereas like I
But then
think a
is that
giraffe
nice?
would be like, dude, I'll help you move.
Why do you think a giraffe would do that?
Because they look like, whoa, bro. I'm here for you always.
Could you imagine being a giraffe and getting sick?
Like just having a fever, having to have somebody else put a
No,
hot pack
no.
all the way up on
Having
your
to
forehead.
vomit.
It takes,
That would take so long.
or that would have to be like one like stomach, just woof. Like you would bruise your internals with the sheer pressure it would take to like whoop, force it up, I think.
I'm just saying.
Or is it like
That would really
when
suck.
people puke and it's like and so it has to get like higher
I don't
and
know.
higher
I'm
and
not
higher.
analyzing that much. I'm just saying,
Well,
like,
you asked the question. You must
I'm
have had
just-
something in mind. Did you not?
I'm just saying. I'm pretty sure it would get stuck halfway.
Well, but could they then like, you know, I mean, they're like up, right? And they're trying to puke. Could they not then just like bend
It
their
was-
head down and like,
Shake it out.
yeah.
I don't think that's how that
If
would
it gets halfway, then they would tip, heel.
And you would still have to work its way out. Ooh.
It would be like one of those like sticks. It's like, heel. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but what if it doesn't all come back out and they lift their head back up?
Then eel.
Ugh.
I think. I don't know. You asked the question.
I didn't ask the question. You asked the question.
No, you said about the puking giraffes. I said that they would want to help somebody move.
Have you ever seen one of them fight?
Yo, with the necks.
Yeah. and they whip their head around and freaking slap each other.
Yeah, that seems like a headache.
That seems like no brains, no headache.
Can you imagine?
No, I can't.
I mean, that's like goats too. They're
I've accidentally headbutted things before. It hurts.
what else? Headbutts.
Rams.
Rams, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Deers,
Yep.
mooses.
Things with antlers.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I guess giraffes have little antlers.
They do. They have
Little nubbins.
Yeah.
Stop.
Why should I stop?
Oh, you're too cute. But I don't know. I think. Yeah, I think giraffes would be cool to help you move.
What about, I think more so, maybe sea lions be the life of the party. Because they're always barking.
They're always showing off.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
In my head, I imagine like parakeets as Karens. Oof. Just the head of the HOA.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. Eagles being the cool guy on the sports team.
Eagle with like a leather jacket and a motorcycle and some shades. Aviator, always obvious.
But the most high pitched, like most not cool voice.
Yeah, I'd be like, let's go, guys, let's go. And so like, hey, ladies. Be like, guys, woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
For
sense.
sure.
That makes sense. I like that. That's funny. I do think that kangaroos would be like Jersey Shore boys.
And fist pumping.
Yeah.
They could be. Mm-hmm. The Chads of the
Chad.
of the animal
Mike.
kingdom. Mm-hmm. That's camels.
Mike.
Mike. Guess what day of the week it is? Hump day.
I don't have a hair tie, I don't think, in here.
We'll just tighten a knot.
I don't have a
No.
I don't even have a pen that has non-grippies on it. No, it's got grippies. It's gonna pull all of my hair out. This is a Sharpie. That's a look.
Well, you know.
It's fine.
We'll talk to our wardrobe person.
No. This is oh, I have one bobby pin.
There you go.
Let's do it, everybody. Okay, what else?
What else? What?
Animal. What other animal? Like
I don't know.
I don't know. But I just think it's interesting that I also like I think that certain parts of the pig taste like they hung out in mud.
Yeah.
Like they're brining.
Mm-hmm.
They're soaking in it.
Oddly enough, it's not the belly.
No, it's the dark meats.
Mm-hmm. The darker meats, yeah.
Those are not on the bottom. Like a chicken?
What do you mean?
Well, like chicken.
That would be like
the
half
top
their
is-
body.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, that's like a chicken. The top half
Well,
is white meat.
there
The
are-
bottom half is dark meat.
Yes.
All the fats run down. That doesn't happen. I assume that the bottom of the pig
I'm
was
just gonna
dark
let you
meat
keep going.
and light meat.
Then I'll talk.
Okay.
Okay. So, think about the ham that you cook. You ever looked at the ham after you've cooked it where there's half of it's a little lighter and the other half's a little darker? And it's the two different muscle groups that come together.
No.
And no, you haven't looked or
No, I don't think I've ever like paid attention.
and there's actually like depending on the which part of the meat, and it may be just because it's one was closer to the heat or whatever, but one actually tastes more dirty than the other, and it's
Darker.
actually
I was
darker
pushing my glasses up. Sorry.
in in color, and it also has a bit of a different texture as well.
I just thought that was drier.
Oh, it
So it's
is.
like white meat, dark meat. But that's on like the butt, right? That's a ham hock. Ham hock. That's
Yeah.
a leg portion.
Yeah. But so
Right.
is a shoulder,
Yeah, I just
is a
assumed.
leg portion.
So I've noticed, I haven't really looked at like and seen color, but I do see where there's like different textures of meat. The grain is different in ham. And I always pull out the little connective tissue between them. I don't do that. But yes, I do prefer the one that's drier and like falls apart better in my teeth. So I probably like white meat of pork too. I mean, I do.
It's all
know.
white meat, essentially.
It's not though. I mean,
It is.
in the
It's
way of like
classified.
meat, but there's like
Yes.
light meat, dark meat.
Yes.
Is what I mean. I don't really care for the dark meat flavor.
Yeah, I know. I do though.
I just assumed that the different textures. I didn't think it was
Which
light
is
meat, dark meat.
why-
I just thought it was like the different textures were like higher, lower,
Right.
like because
Which is why when we get stuff, we tend to stick with loins. Because it's all one texture, one type of meat all the way through the loin. And you really don't care for, unless we do pulled pork or some kind of like long roast or braise on a shoulder, you don't like it.
yeah.
So,
I'm sorry, I'm so picky.
and pigs would be the slobs. They would be the slobby relative.
The slobby relative.
Yeah.
I just
They
always
just
see.
can't seem to get their life together, and they're always hanging out in the mud.
I just always see pigs as like children. They're just like always got stuff on their face.
Yeah, the slobby relative.
Yeah, but I don't imagine them as adults though. I always imagine them as like kids.
Yeah, but
Like they're just
I mean, they eventually become adults, right?
no, I know.
And if they never changed,
But even the big adults, like when we went to slaughter Pistachio and not Pistachio, Ferdinand. And then I was like, no, take me to the
river.
take me to the river. The pigs. I was like, take me to the pigs. And we were feeding them apples, and it was just like apple chunks on their faces. And I was like, you are so cute. Let me just get that for you, babies.
This is why we cannot have a hobby farm.
No, we can.
No, we can't.
Why?
Because we'd end up with animals upon animals, and none of them would be.
Eating? Hey,
No,
we
they would
ate-
be eating. We wouldn't be eating.
We ate Pistachio and Ferdinand.
We did.
And I saw them beforehand.
You did?
And I pet them. And I said hi to his mom.
Yeah.
She watched.
She did watch.
I was like, ma'am, close your eyes. This is not for you. And take his little sister away.
So,
But we still ate him. I still watched him be like,
yeah. But you were not doing
Dispersed.
well. But could you do
the
that
initial,
over
like-
and over and over?
myself doing it? No. Could I handle it being done and eating it? Yeah.
Yeah.
If it was a meat that I enjoyed. If not, I'd be like, oh no, I bought this animal that I just decided I figure I don't like its meat, so I guess it'll have to be a pet.
Huh. And that's why I say we can't have a hobby farm.
Yeah. Because we
all
could
of
eat the
them,
other
all
ones.
of a sudden, oh, I'm a vegan.
No, there's cheese and eggnog.
Oh,
You know, like priorities.
priorities.
Obvi.
Avi. Butter's pretty good too.
Butter.
Butter. Parquet.
Parquet, like anytime. I remember parquet being like a butter thing, but I also know parquet floors. And I was like, why are we calling the same thing? Like different things the same
Only
name.
like one molecule different. It's fine.
It's fine. They're like, this is what we put on the parquet floors to keep them from waterproof.
Keep them from waterproof?
From water damage, and then I just waterproof. I just shortened the whole thing. So, yeah, I don't.
What do you think horses? Do you think they'd be needy? Do you think they'd be chill?
I
do
really
you
think
think?
it's like who they hang out with. You know, I think some of them can be all prancy,
Mm.
and then some of them are just like, let's hang.
Oh.
You know, like Clydesdales. I just imagine them playing like football on Thanksgiving morning.
Mm. Yeah.
You know, so
That would be the person that always had the beer with them.
yeah, yeah. You know, beefy, not fat, but like definitely you want him in your corner if you're gonna start a fight somewhere. Not that I
Yep.
would start a fight. I don't like confrontation. But like if somebody were to come have beef with you, you'd be like, and then this giant horse would just walk up behind you and you'd be like, I mean, if you want. And they'd be like, no, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. You're like, thanks, buddy, and you slap hoofs.
Slap hooves.
Yeah, like high five, but they just have hoof. High hoof. Whoop. High hoof.
Watch how you say that. um.
Like this.
Okay, there, Monty Python.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
What other questions you got for us?
I mean, that was really it. Just,
That was it.
I mean, it started off, well, my thought was originally, like, do you think fish get thirsty?
I don't
And
know
why
if
they
fish
don't
have to
taste.
drink.
I know, we already discussed it, but that was my original question. Do they get thirsty, but do they not? Do they get extra thirsty because they're in salt water, but then why are they not tasty or, like, pre-seasoned?
Well, I mean, you have to talk to the cook.
I'm just gonna write that in my reminders note. When I die, can I set a reminder for when I die? Just so that I remember to ask Jesus that question.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be worried about it.
You know what? When
In
I
that
get there,
moment.
he'll be like, "You remember that one question?" I'll be like, "Nah." And he'll be like, "Here's the answer, though."
Will he, or will you already have understanding?
And I'll just be like, "Oh
That
my
would be
goodness, that's
that would be
why
the ultimate question to
the
ponder.
scales
Will
protect it. It's like
will he
swimming
need
in a Ziploc bag."
will he need to tell you, or will you just automatically already have the understanding?
I don't know. You tell me, Pastor Chris.
I'm just saying, like, and we don't know.
all
We
get
don't
to
know because
heaven.
it doesn't say. But I mean, you could go to the book of Second Suppositions, and I mean, you could suppose things because it talks about how we'll have understanding and whatnot when we get there.
I'm sure that is in regards to like
God
Bible things.
Could be, but it could be all knowledge.
I really hope I find out why fish don't taste like they've been swimming in brine. Now in my head I think their scales are like Ziploc bags.
What about when they
It's
open
like
their
wearing
mouth?
gloves, you know?
They have to open their mouth to eat.
Yeah. Maybe it's like a PVC pipe, you know? It's just open all the way through, front to back. And so it never touches the meats. It
Never
just goes
touches
right
the
on
meat.
through.
Yeah, but what about filter feeders where they actually have to open their mouth and swim to get things to go into their mouth?
I don't think we're supposed to eat them. Because they're going to taste like mud. They probably taste like mud. Like,
Not all of them are bottom feeders. Some of them are filter feeders, and they just filter out water and eat that way.
I don't know, maybe it's like flamingos and they get pink from all the shrimp they eat.
Maybe.
Maybe the fish need to eat tastier things.
Maybe.
But those things should also, have you had a shrimp that's been sitting in salt water? is salty. But when it comes out of salt water, not salty. Correct, crab. I was going to say crabs and clams. Crabs, you have to dip them in butter because they don't come salty.
No, and they don't taste like anything. However, they eat trash and dead things.
That's worrisome. I forgot that they were scavengers.
They are. They're the trash panda of the sea.
It's like eating a goat, but goat tastes very different than nothing.
Right. Sometimes it tastes like a barn floor.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's very, very tasty. Like
Yeah.
lamb. Sometimes it's
Lamb can taste quite barny.
Yep. I found
Hay-ish.
the trick is tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
Acid with the lamb.
Tomatoes will change your
Your life.
entire opinion about lamb if you don't like lamb to begin with.
Sure will. So, do you think here's a take. Do you think
Is it a
that-
hot take? Oh, I don't even know what a hot take really is, but I
it's
hear
just a
people say it.
controversial opinion?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm like, it sounds like hot dish
And
from the Midwest. Sorry, continue. I'm listening.
and none of the stuff that we're really talking about is like a wide opinion about anything.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
here's a thought.
Okay.
And knowing the animal kingdom, would you think that raccoons are the hillbillies of the animal kingdom?
I think quite possibly.
I mean, they're always scavenging. They're always trying to make things out of stuff. Mm-hmm. And just like doing with what they got and just existing.
I very much see bloodhounds with their droopy jowls playing the banjo.
Not poker.
No, the banjo, obviously, so he can sing.
Yeah, I'm just talking about the picture.
And he's
It's
like,
the,
row, 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 row.
the dogs playing poker.
Oh, the painting
The
thing.
picture, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know that many dogs play poker.
Yeah. They like to keep their bones for themselves.
So they don't play dominoes for sure.
No, for sure,
They're
no.
like, all right, go to the boneyard. And it's just a squabble. Those are my bones. So I can imagine that, like, dominoes is like an off limits kind of a thing for when you get together for family reunions, just so the fighting is like,
Only a few families play it that can really handle it,
yeah, they can handle the stress.
right? It's kind of like Monopoly for humans.
I don't Monopoly. I end up being sad at the end. I've never flipped a table like our Lord, but I have
about
definitely
it.
been like, oh, I don't enjoy this game. I should not have started.
Yeah. So we play other games that are similar, but for some reason don't end in the same way. So
Yeah, that is true. Like, because we could do things to thwart each other in other games, and it's not the same as Monopoly. It's just, it has a different vibe.
I don't know. There's
Got
sometimes
vibe.
though people get a little feeling hurt.
Well, I mean, I
When
think
you-
that's any time you block someone's access to.
I'm just saying.
thinking like Catan, Catan. If you block all resources and they're like, I can't do anything, you're like, well, you probably should have chosen a different starting point. There was one time we played, and I thought that I was choosing a really good spot, and nothing was ever rolled on my 3 areas of land, and I think I built 2 houses and 4 roads in the entire game.
Well, I mean that's
It was a rough game.
honestly
but, like, it
honestly
happens.
that game is just like any other card game. Sometimes you're only as lucky as the seat you're sitting in.
Oh, for sure.
Right?
Which is
And-
why I have there's no
and-
reason to get angry.
And you could pick like the numbers that are most likely to be hit by the die. And sometimes it just
Sometimes those dies lies.
Right? So, but playing games is fun, especially when you can get a little feisty.
You like competition.
I like the feistiness. However, I don't know many people around me that like the feistiness or the smack talking while playing.
Yeah.
So,
Gentle souls.
yeah, but that's all good.
We smack talk.
We do,
Yeah.
but
Because at
only
the end
after
of the
many,
day-
many years
But that's because at the end of the
Of-
day, like,
of you being sad and then finally realizing, like, there's nothing meant by it. It's just fun jabs.
I'm an emotional being.
You are an emotional being. So emotional.
I know.
Whoop.
But most of them are for you. Whoop, whoop.
Name that show.
Middle.
Yes. Very fun show. Miss it.
Brick. That was Brick from the Middle.
Yep.
That rendition of Brick from the Middle brought to you by the letter I. It starts the first letter of Indiana. Indigo. Whoop.
Any hoozles. We're getting slap happy now. It is time for us to end this shindig. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to our
Thanks
random
for hanging out with us.
ramblings about the animal kingdom and us anthropomorphizing them by having
for sure. 100%.
personalities
At all
and
times.
such.
But
I
like
know.
legit. Do you agree with me?
Maybe that.
Do you agree with me?
I mean, on some. But do you think
I'm asking
maybe
them.
they probably do? But do you think maybe
Okay.
that's why, in the caring aspect of like animals, why I am not as attached? Because I don't anthropomorphize them. Like we talked about it all this time.
Probably.
Like I don't assign person attributes to animals.
I very
But
much
I've
do.
noticed
Mhm.
you and everybody else that's in our circles, they're like,
Our-
oh, they're like this, like that. And then like very much personing
Yeah.
the animals. And I'm just like, yeah, they're animals.
I don't know. Did you not grow up with animals?
I did.
You did grow up with animals?
Yeah.
You had cats and dogs?
They served a purpose.
Did you grow up with chickens and you ate them?
We ate their eggs.
Did you grow up with other animals?
Chickens, dog.
Did you
Cat.
eat their eggs?
Yeah, they were always brown though.
Brown eggs. Little puppies.
Um,
Chocolate labs.
we didn't have like other than chickens, we didn't have any livestock.
Oh. You had cats and dogs inside the house?
Kinda. Cats in the house for sure. And dogs, depending on the time of year, inside the house. Because where I grew up got real cold.
Yeah, that is true.
So
Really cold.
kind of inside, but mostly out. Mm-hmm. And a killer. A straight killer off the mean streets of the woods. Mm-hmm. Had a dog that would kill anything that moved. So that meant I had to deal with it. Because it would bring it to
Like
our
your
doorstep.
chickens?
No, because they were in a cage.
The chickens?
Uh-huh.
Oh. But like raccoons.
Coons,
Awesome.
gophers, beavers,
I didn't know you had beavers in
possums.
your woods.
Yeah.
I just imagine beavers have to have a stream.
We live...
Oh,
there
you
was
had a creek that ran through.
Yeah. We had a creek that ran on the side of our property.
I've only ever seen the property once, and I didn't see like I saw a house at the front of the property.
Mm-hmm.
So
But, yeah.
interesting. Yeah, but You say that you don't, but you definitely did with Hurley.
I did. It took some years.
And you kind of do with Noelle.
That's because she's
our dog
sassy
and
like
our
I
cat.
am.
Yeah.
And that's only because she puts up with my mess because I put up with her mess.
Yeah. You guys are sassy to each other.
We are. But that's what makes it work.
Yeah.
But it takes years for that to happen for me.
To get to know the animal's personality.
Not necessarily to get to know the animal's personality, but I maybe more of like, okay, you're not going anywhere.
Oh. Was that a thing that happened a lot as a kid?
With animals?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Anyway, that just got dark.
That's getting
Anyway, let's get back to saying goodbye.
Say goodbye to yesterday.
Thanks for listening to our random babblings. Obviously, we just went on another like 10 minutes of
Okay, but I
babbles.
do want to know what other people think of animals and what like other animals give, what vibes different animals give you. Why was that so hard?
Only good vibes, bro.
Got
Only
a
good vibes.
vibe. What does this mean? Like on the TikTok dance, it was kind of vibe.
That sounds like, or looks like shooting up.
I know, which is very disturbing, but it was like, cut a vibe. Baby, are you looking for it? I don't know the rest. It was just this. And I
Are
was
you
like,
looking for a ride?
baby, are you looking for a ride?
Oh my.
I don't really know any of the words. other
That
than
seems like a song that.
I don't know, because I don't actually know any of the words. I don't even know if those are the right words, other than cut a vibe. And in my brain, I'm like, it looks like give it like I need a shot, or I'm donating blood.
Yeah. They wouldn't be donating.
gosh, I
they
got
would be
a text.
receiving.
I got a text the other day that said that my blood donation helped save someone's life.
Good. Nice. Good job, babe.
So
Your
nice.
blood juices help somebody out.
I know.
That's awesome.
I know. Donate blood, everybody.
If you can.
Blood. Yeah.
If you can, and your doctor says it's good,
Right.
then
If
you
you've got
should.
enough to donate and such.
Yeah. So now you are seeing what it looks like for us to leave anywhere. We say goodbye like 4 or 5 times, and it takes us
It's
20 minutes to get out.
To say goodbye.
Some call it a Midwest goodbye,
That's for real.
and it fits because I'm
Well,
from the Midwest,
Suppose my family is from
and
the
your
Midwest.
family is from the Midwest. I mean,
see,
the cycle
do the
just
same thing.
keeps continuing. But thank you for listening. Thanks for joining us, and comment. Tell us what vibes you get from what animals. Which ones are Chads, which ones are Karens, which ones are chill.
I imagine greyhounds are like, my name's Brad.
I imagine greyhounds.
And they have like a little like ascot and a sweater that's like folded at the hands.
Is that just because they're so slender?
And they look real good in sweaters, probably.
See, I would take them like as being like the meth kid.
Why?
Because
They're
all
fast.
speed.
You're like,
Yeah.
we had one. We rescued a greyhound growing up, and it Midwest goodbye. And they called him the 70 mile an hour couch potato. That bro did not move unless he had to. He was like, I'm done moving. I did my job.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then we got another set, and his it was Mike and Pixie, and I changed his name from Mike to Albert Einstein. I called him Albie. It's hard to say goodbye.
No, it's not. See you later.